Have you ever wondered why some adults over 50 maintain razor-sharp mental clarity and boundless creativity, while others struggle with brain fog and diminishing cognitive abilities? What if I told you it has nothing to do with genetics and everything to do with how they understand brain health and cognitive maintenance? Most people assume that aging automatically means losing mental sharpness, processing speed, and the ability to learn new skills. But here's the truth. Age is not the enemy. Neglect is. It's not about getting older. It's about how you nourish your brain, your mindset, and your approach to mental challenges. The real difference between people who keep their cognitive abilities thriving and those who feel them slipping away isn't luck, advanced degrees, or intellectual background. It's knowing the hidden rules of neuroplasticity and how to maintain your mental energy as you age. If you're finding this valuable so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed strategies on thriving after 50. Drop a comment below sharing what aspect of brain health concerns you most. Your insights help build our community of lifelong learners committed to cognitive excellence. In this video, I'll reveal exactly why people experience a decline in mental sharpness and memory after 50, the #1 mistake older adults make when it comes to brain health, and a simple, natural method to rebuild your cognitive strength and reignite mental clarity without expensive supplements, risky procedures, or complicated programs. And trust me, it's not what most people think. Many folks are unknowingly making things worse for themselves by believing outdated myths that were never true in the first place. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also be sharing 7 powerful brain training exercises that can naturally restore your mental energy, boost your focus, and make you feel intellectually vibrant again. These are science-backed, real-world solutions that have worked for countless people just like you. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments, what's the biggest challenge you've faced when it comes to maintaining mental clarity as you age? Your insights help build a community of people who are committed to cognitive optimization and real transformation. Now, let's get started. Did you know that 65% of adults over 50 experience noticeable changes in their ability to focus, not just when learning new information, but in everyday life? It's not just about remembering names or where you put your keys. It's about how you process information, how quickly you can think on your feet, and how others respond to your insights and ideas. That mental sluggishness, that feeling of not being as quick, as creative, or as mentally nimble as you used to be, that's what really eats away at a person's confidence in later life. Many people believe this is just a natural part of aging. They think it's inevitable. I just have to accept that my brain isn't what it used to be. But that's simply not true. While aging does bring changes, most of the decline in mental sharpness, memory, and cognitive processing comes from lifestyle choices, not age itself. The real reasons behind declining cognitive function are more complex and more fixable than most people realize. The real reasons behind cognitive decline: diminished neural connections. After 40, the density of neural pathways naturally begins to decrease, leading to slower processing, occasional memory gaps, and reduced cognitive flexibility. But here's what most people don't realize. Neural connections aren't just about genetics. They respond dramatically to stimulation, challenge, and novelty. This means that if your neural network is shrinking, you're not just struggling with memory issues. You may feel less creative, less quick-witted, and even less confident in social situations. Poor sleep quality. Quality sleep is crucial for cognitive function and memory consolidation, but many adults experience disrupted sleep patterns as they age. If you're not getting enough deep restorative sleep, you're essentially forcing your brain to function with the cognitive equivalent of an empty fuel tank. Poor sleep affects everything from your attention span to your emotional regulation. It's why so many people over 50 feel mentally exhausted all the time, even if they're not physically tired. Chronic inflammation, inflammatory diets, and lifestyle factors create a constant state of low-grade inflammation that directly impacts brain function. The modern Western diet is particularly problematic, causing what some neuroscientists now call brain fog syndrome. This silent inflammation doesn't just slow your thinking, it actually changes the physical structure of your brain over time, making it harder to maintain the mental clarity you once took for granted. Lack of cognitive challenges. Your brain follows the use it or lose it principle. Without regular mental challenges, cognitive pathways weaken and processing speed slows. Many adults settle into comfortable routines as they age, unknowingly, creating the perfect conditions for cognitive decline. When you stop challenging your brain with new learning and novel problems, you're essentially telling your neural networks they're no longer needed, and your brain responds by pruning those connections. Stress and anxiety overload. Chronic stress releases cortisol that damages the hippocampus, your brain's memory center. Many adults face increasing life stresses around the 50-year mark. Career pressure, family responsibilities, health concerns, and financial planning for retirement all combine to create the perfect storm of stress. This constant state of worry doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it physically reshapes your brain, particularly in regions responsible for memory and emotional regulation. But here's the good news. These effects aren't permanent, and you don't need expensive interventions to reverse them. Let's talk about what truly matters for maintaining a vibrant mind after 50, and how understanding these factors can completely change the trajectory of your cognitive future. What high-performing minds actually need after 50? You might think that younger adults have the advantage when it comes to mental performance. But in reality, the mature brain possesses certain strengths that younger minds simply haven't developed yet. In fact, many cognitive abilities actually improve with age, particularly those related to wisdom, pattern recognition, and big-picture thinking. The secret lies in understanding how cognitive function shifts with age. Peak mental performance doesn't just rely on processing speed, it depends on a complex interplay of experience, emotional regulation, and crystallized intelligence that actually improves over time. Wisdom versus raw processing. In your younger years, you might have relied on quick thinking and rapid information processing. The thrill of quickly solving problems and demonstrating intellectual prowess may have been your primary focus, but as you mature, your cognitive strengths shift toward pattern recognition, contextual understanding, and the ability to see connections others miss. Older adults who embrace these evolving strengths rather than lamenting lost speed often find they make better decisions, have superior judgment, and contribute more meaningful insights than their younger counterparts. If you're enjoying this content and finding it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating valuable information for adults, navigating the changes that come with aging. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might benefit. Knowledge is always more powerful when shared. The one mistake older adults make about brain health. Most older adults assume that cognitive decline is purely biological. They think, if my brain is changing, there's nothing I can do about it. But in reality, what impairs mental function most is not using the right cognitive strategies for an aging brain. Nothing hampers mental performance faster than trying to use the same learning and thinking approaches at 50 that worked at 25. The mature brain works differently, not worse, just different, and requires updated strategies to maintain peak performance. Adults who thrive cognitively after 50 don't fight against their brain's natural evolution. They leverage it. They stop trying to memorize through repetition and start connecting new information to existing knowledge. They move from cramming information to spaced learning approaches. They switch from single-focused tasks to multimodal learning that engages multiple senses. Women and men who understand these shifts consistently outperform those who don't, regardless of age. The difference isn't age, it's strategy. How to maintain mental sharpness at any age. Strategic thinking trumps memorization. A mind that focuses on patterns, connections, and systems, thinking maintains its edge regardless of age. Curiosity keeps neural pathways open. Regularly engaging with new ideas, skills, and environments creates the mental flexibility that preserves cognitive function. Emotional regulation enhances thinking. A mature brain that manages stress and emotional responses demonstrates superior decision-making and problem-solving abilities. If you're still with me, drop a yes in the comments. Now let's get into the real game changer, the natural solution to rebuilding your cognitive abilities and reigniting mental clarity. The natural solution: rebuilding your cognitive strength. Many people turn to expensive supplements or trendy brain training apps to fix their cognitive concerns. They spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars chasing solutions that often provide only minimal benefits or worse, come with side effects that create new problems. But what if I told you that your brain already has everything it needs to restore mental clarity, increase cognitive processing, and reignite intellectual curiosity? The fourth key is activating what's already there. Just like building muscle, increasing cardiovascular fitness, or developing any other physical capability, your brain responds to the right training, the right nutrition, and the right mindset. When you give it what it needs, you naturally boost neural connections, improve information processing, and enhance your overall cognitive well-being. And the best part, these changes don't just benefit you mentally, they change the way you feel, the way you interact with others, and the way you approach life's challenges. Let's start with the 7 most powerful exercises that will help you regain control over your cognitive abilities, your mental sharpness, and your intellectual confidence. 7 natural exercises for mental vitality and clarity, dual N-back training. Most people have never heard of this powerful exercise, but it's one of the few brain training methods with solid scientific evidence behind it. This exercise challenges your working memory by asking you to remember positions and sounds simultaneously, creating new neural pathways and strengthening existing ones. Just 10 minutes daily has been shown to improve fluid intelligence, the ability to solve novel problems. Language learning. Learning a new language creates alternative neural networks that can compensate for age-related changes in the brain. Even spending 15 minutes daily on a language app activates neuroplasticity and builds cognitive reserve, your brain's ability to maintain function despite physical changes. Complex physical movement. Activities that combine physical coordination with decision-making like dance, tennis, or Tai Chi strengthen the connection between your cognitive and motor systems. These integrated movements create whole-brain engagement that simple physical exercise or mental tasks alone cannot achieve. Strategic meditation. Not all meditation is created equal for brain health. Strategic meditation focusing on attention, switching, alternating between focused and open awareness, has been shown to enhance cognitive control networks. This practice strengthens your ability to filter distractions and maintain focus, a crucial skill that often declines with age. Retroactive elaboration. After learning new information, taking time to actively connect it to what you already know dramatically improves retention. This isn't passive review. It's strategically linking new knowledge to existing neural networks, creating multiple pathways to the same information, an essential strategy for the mature brain. Sensory integration challenges. Activities that combine multiple senses, like cooking without a recipe, playing a musical instrument, or working with crafts, create rich, multimodal neural connections. These integrated activities leverage the mature brain's superior ability to synthesize diverse inputs into coherent understanding. Strategic social engagement. Meaningful conversations about new ideas or complex topics are cognitive powerhouses. The need to track different perspectives, formulate responses, and integrate emotional cues provides a full brain workout that strengthens exactly the networks most vulnerable to age-related decline. By incorporating these exercises into your routine, you'll feel a dramatic shift in how you think, how you process information, and how you engage with intellectual challenges. But exercise alone isn't enough. You also need to fuel your brain with the right nutrients. Thank you for staying with me so far. If you're finding value in these strategies, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps our content reach more people who could benefit from these evidence-based approaches to maintaining cognitive vitality. Now let's continue with how to properly fuel your brain for optimal performance. Best foods for cognitive function and mental clarity. What you eat plays a massive role in how you think. The right foods naturally support neurotransmitter production, reduce inflammation, and provide the structural components your brain needs to maintain and create new connections. Here are some of the best foods for maintaining mental vitality. Fatty fish and omega-3 sources. Essential for membrane fluidity and neural communication, omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, sardines, and walnuts provide the building blocks for healthy brain cells. These fats aren't just beneficial, they're structural components of your brain tissue itself, making them non-negotiable for cognitive maintenance. Colorful berries and flavonoid-rich foods. These contain powerful antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier and protect neural tissue from oxidative stress. Blueberries, strawberries, and dark chocolate have been specifically linked to delayed cognitive aging and improved memory function in multiple longitudinal studies. Leafy greens and folate-rich vegetables. These provide essential B vitamins that support energy production in brain cells while reducing homocysteine levels, compound linked to cognitive impairment when elevated. A single serving of spinach daily has been associated with the cognitive equivalent of being 5 years younger. Fermented foods and gut-supporting probiotics. Emerging research shows the gut-brain connection is far more important than previously recognized. Yogurt, kefir, and fermented vegetables support the microbiome that produces neurotransmitter precursors essential for optimal brain function and mood regulation. Turmeric and anti-inflammatory spices. Chronic inflammation is a major driver of cognitive decline. Incorporating turmeric, ginger, and other anti-inflammatory spices provides compounds that help maintain the blood-brain barrier and protect delicate neural tissue from inflammatory damage. Making small changes to your diet can significantly improve your mental clarity, focus, and ability to maintain cognitive engagement throughout the day. But there's one final piece to this puzzle. Understanding the psychology of learning and how to maintain intellectual curiosity as you age. The secret psychology of cognitive engagement. How to reignite your love of learning. Mental sharpness isn't just about brain physiology. It's psychological. If you want to keep your mind vibrant and engaged, it's not just about what you do cognitively, it's about how you feel about learning and intellectual challenges. Here are 3 simple but powerful ways to reignite cognitive curiosity and keep your mind actively engaged. Embrace the beginner's mindset. Cognitive flexibility thrives when you're willing to be a novice again. Choose activities where you have no expertise and approach them with curiosity rather than concern about performance. This openness to being not good yet creates the optimal neurochemical environment for creating new neural pathways. Create meaningful learning contexts. The E. Mature brain learns best when information connects to purpose and meaning. Rather than abstract study, engage with topics that solve real problems in your life or community. This purposeful learning activates motivation centers in the brain that dramatically enhance retention and application. Develop cross-disciplinary thinking. The most cognitively vibrant older adults regularly make connections between seemingly unrelated fields. Read outside your comfort zone, take courses in unfamiliar subjects, and deliberately look for patterns across different domains of knowledge. This cross-pollination of ideas creates cognitive flexibility that resists age-related decline. When you apply these strategies, you'll naturally rebuild cognitive engagement, strengthen your mental capabilities, and bring back that sense of intellectual excitement and curiosity that may have diminished over time. By making these changes, exercising your brain regularly, eating brain-supporting foods, and understanding the psychology of lifelong learning, you'll feel sharper, more mentally agile, and more confident in your cognitive abilities. And trust me, everyone around you will notice the difference too. If you're ready to take action and reclaim your mental clarity, drop a comment below and let me know which tip you're going to try first. And if you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button because there's so much more I have to share with you. This is your time to take control of your cognitive future, and I'll see you in the next video. Final thoughts. Your best mental years lie ahead. Let's be clear. Age is not the enemy of mental sharpness. Neglect is. The people who continue thriving intellectually after 50 aren't just lucky. They don't rely on genetics or hope for the best. They take action. They recognize that their mental clarity, cognitive processing, and intellectual vitality are within their control, and they commit to maintaining them. They understand that cognitive performance isn't about youth, it's about consistent mental engagement, proper brain nutrition, and the way you approach learning challenges. If you've been feeling like your mental sharpness is fading, now is the time to take back control. It's not about trying to think exactly like you did at 25 again. It's about becoming the most intellectually vibrant, mentally clear, and cognitively confident version of yourself at any age. You've learned today that your brain already has everything it needs to thrive. It just needs the right stimulation, the right fuel, and the right mindset. Whether it's the 7 powerful exercises we discussed, the foods that naturally support brain function and mental clarity, or the psychology of reigniting curiosity and intellectual engagement. You now have the knowledge. The only question is, will you use it? Which tip surprised you the most? Which one are you going to start implementing today? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. Your insights and experiences help others in this community, and I love hearing how these strategies are working for you. And if you found this valuable, don't leave without hitting that subscribe button and notification bell, because there's so much more coming your way. I'm here to guide you with more powerful insights, proven strategies, and game-changing advice to help you stay mentally sharp, intellectually curious, and in control of your cognitive future. This is your time. Your best thinking isn't behind you, it's still ahead. Take action, take control, and I'll see you in the next video.